Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
If God truly exists, then why can't we see him? Why doesn't he just appear in the sky and declare, "Here I am"? Wouldn't that solve everything? Wouldn't all doubt disappear? So, if God is invisible, isn't belief in him irrational or blind? That's what many people ask. But let's pause and flip the question. Do you only believe in what you see? If so, you may want to reconsider what you really believe. We often hear the phrase, "seeing is believing." But is that truly how we navigate the world? Let's put that idea to the test. Consider gravity. You can't see it. There's no color, no shape, no texture to the force itself. Yet you believe in it without a second thought. Why? Because you witness its undeniable effects every single moment. You see an apple fall from a tree, you feel its pull holding you to the ground, and astronomers observe it orchestrating the silent, cosmic dance of planets and entire galaxies. We believe not because we see the force, but because we see the consistent, predictable, and powerful order it imposes on the universe. Or think about the electricity that powers our modern world. You don't see the torrent of electrons flowing invisibly through wires, yet you have absolute faith that when you flip a switch, light will flood the room. This belief isn't blind, it's based on a century of consistent results. Our entire civilization is built upon a rational trust in this unseen energy. An energy we can measure and harness, but never directly observe with our eyes. Now let's turn inward. What about your own consciousness? You don't see your thoughts as they form. You can't physically hold an emotion like love or a concept like justice. Your conscience doesn't have a physical location. Yet, are they not the most powerful and defining aspects of your existence? You experience them directly. They motivate your actions, shape your character, and give your life meaning. You trust they are real not because of external sight, but because of your internal, undeniable experience. Even in the rigorous world of science, the principle holds true. So much of what we accept as scientific fact is based on logical inference, not direct observation. We don't see the wind, but we see the trees bend. We don't see radio waves, but we hear the music. Scientists speak of subatomic particles like quarks, the fundamental building blocks of matter. Can anyone see a quark? No. They are inferred from the patterns left behind in particle accelerators. Astronomers tell us of black holes, objects with gravity so immense that not even light can escape. We can't see the black hole itself, but we can see a star orbiting an empty point in space, and we infer the presence of the unseen mass that must be there. Science constantly teaches us to look at the effects to understand the unseen cause. So, a clear pattern emerges. From the fundamental forces of physics to the intimate reality of our own minds, we consistently and rationally believe in things we cannot see. The absence of direct visibility is not, and has never been, proof of non-existence. The real basis for belief isn't sight, it's evidence. It's the logical conclusion that follows from observing an effect and reasoning back to its cause. We believe in what is proven by its impact, what is felt in our consciousness, and what is demanded by reason. This is the true foundation of knowledge. And with this principle firmly established, we can begin to ask one of the biggest questions of all. Now someone may ask a question that echoes through the ages, a sincere challenge from the searching mind. If God is the ultimate reality, why can't we see him? Why does he seem to be hiding? To answer this, we must first adjust our perspective. We are looking for a being who, by definition, is unlike anything we have ever known. The Qur'an explains that God is not part of the physical universe he created. He is not composed of matter or energy. He is transcendent, existing beyond the limits of space and time. He is not created. Think of it this way. A novelist is not a character in their own story. A programmer is not a line of code in their own software. The creator is always of a different order of reality than the creation. To expect to find God as just another object within the cosmos like a star or a planet is to fundamentally misunderstand the relationship between the creator and the created. This profound reality is captured in the Qur'an. Vision perceives him not, but he perceives all vision. This isn't just a statement about our limited eyesight, it's a declaration of two truths. First, that our physical senses, designed for this material world, cannot contain or encompass the Creator. Second, that He, in His infinite awareness, perceives everything, including our very attempt to see Him. He is the seer, not merely the seen. So if you try to perceive the Creator with the same senses you use to see a chair or a cloud, you're using the wrong tool for the job. It's like trying to measure love with a ruler, or capture justice in a test tube. These are real concepts, but they exist on a different plane than physical objects. We grasp them through our intellect, our conscience, our heart. Our senses are filters, perfectly tuned for survival in this world, but they don't show us all of reality, and this leads to the most crucial reason. For God to reveal himself directly in this life would shatter the very purpose of our existence, the test of free will. If the Creator appeared before us in his full and undeniable glory, belief would no longer be a choice. It would be an involuntary compulsion. There would be no room for faith, no struggle for truth, no value in choosing good over evil. The test would be over before it even began. Instead, he has chosen a more subtle, more profound way. He reveals himself not to our eyes but through his signs, the intricate design of a snowflake, the vastness of the cosmos, the moral compass within our own souls, and the guidance sent through his messengers. He invites us to see him, not with our eyes, but with our intellect and our hearts. This is a path of discovery, not of coercion. A path where faith is a meaningful, chosen destination. Imagine you're a student taking an exam. If the teacher gives you the answer key during the test, it's no longer a test. The purpose of life is not to be entertained by God, but to be tested in sincerity, humility, and reason. He created death and life to test you. Which of you is best in deeds? Qur'an 67:2. And like every good exam, the answers are there, just not written in the sky. Instead of being visible, God left behind signs, in creation, in revelation, and in the human soul. Look around you. The fine-tuning of the universe, from the gravitational constant to the position of Earth, points to deliberate design. The DNA in your body, with 3 billion letters of code, is like a language. Languages don't write themselves. The heart that beats without instruction. The brain that processes 10 trillion bits of information per second. These aren't random. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, are signs for people of understanding. Qur'an 3:190. You don't need to see the artist to recognize his art. You don't need to see the engineer to appreciate the machine. Beyond the observable universe, another profound sign lies in revelation itself. Consider the Qur'an, a book revealed over 23 years to Prophet Muhammad, a man known to be unlettered, living in 7th century Arabia. How could such a text originate from such a time and place? It contains scientific truths that were simply unknowable then, only confirmed by modern science centuries later. It describes the intricate stages of embryonic development, the expansion of the universe, and the water cycle with remarkable precision. These aren't vague statements. They are detailed descriptions that defy any explanation of human authorship from that era. It possesses a literary mastery that remains unmatched. The Arabs of the 7th century were masters of their language, yet the Qur'an's unique style, neither poetry nor prose, left them spellbound. Its perfect preservation, word for word, for over 1400 years is a miracle in itself, a promise fulfilled by God. It recounts historical facts with stunning accuracy, like details of ancient Egypt later verified by archaeology. And it contains prophecies that came true, such as the foretelling of a Roman victory when they were on the brink of collapse, a prediction that seemed impossible but was fulfilled within a decade. This is why the Qur'an issues a timeless challenge to all of humanity. Then produce a chapter like it, if you are truthful. For 14 centuries this challenge has stood unmet, a testament to its divine origin. Finally, the most intimate sign is the revelation within you, your fitra. This is your innate moral compass, the inner voice that distinguishes right from wrong. It's the source of your guilt when you transgress, your natural inclination towards justice, and your deep-seated longing for a purpose beyond mere existence. This yearning for meaning and ultimate peace isn't a random trait, it is the fingerprint of your Maker, gently guiding you back to Him. Faith in God is not blind, it is evidence-based trust, just like trusting a doctor after seeing his results, or a pilot after watching him land safely. You may not see the pilot in the cockpit, but you stay on the plane. You may not see the wind, but you feel it move the trees. Likewise, God has given us signs, minds, and hearts to recognize Him. Those who remember Allah reflect on creation and say, "Our Lord, you did not create this in vain." Qur'an 3:191. Just because God is unseen doesn't mean He is absent. In fact, His presence is the most obvious reality. If your eyes are open, not just your eyelids, but your heart. We don't need God to write his name in the clouds. He has already signed the entire sky. So when someone says, I can't see God, ask them, can you see your own soul, your consciousness, your purpose? Some of the most powerful truths are invisible, yet undeniable.